What I would say is that there's not a scintilla of evidence that the Biden's connection to the Ukraine was inappropriate. There's a tsunami of evidence. So the House managers told the Senate this is baseless, it's been debunked, and I think the defense team yesterday made a damning indictment of what Hunter and Joe Biden allowed to happen, and it's not in Americans' interest to ever see this happen again in the Ukraine, where Hunter Biden basically turned it into an ATM machine. We're going to go to that, and there's media reports. People in your business have suggested that a DNC staffer met with Ukrainian officials about the 2016 election. I don't know if that's true or not, but if we're going to open this up to additional inquiry, we're going to go down the road. Was it legitimate for the president to believe there was corruption and conflicts of interest on the Biden's part in the Ukraine? We'll explore that. And whether or not there's any credibility to the idea that the DNC may have been working with Ukraine.
So Mr. Chairman, then, so what is your vote going to be on that opening question of whether there should be a witness discussion?
I'll let you know Friday, but right now I feel comfortable with the idea I have enough. And I'm just telling everybody who thinks you can surgically deal with this, it's not going to happen. I'll make a prediction. There'll be 51 Republican votes to call Hunter Biden, Joe Biden, the whistleblower, and the DNC staffer at a very minimum.
Senator, why does the manuscript have to be?
Would have been wrong. You said at the beginning of this process that if the aid to Ukraine was conditioned on an investigation of Biden, that would be wrong. Do you still believe that, or do you change your
Well, I've said basically what they've proved to me, it would have been wrong for President Trump not to raise this issue. You have to be willfully blind and say that Democratic misconduct doesn't matter to you, not to believe that the president had a good reason to ask the Ukraine to look into the Biden affair. You had media reports right before the July 25th meeting. As much as I like Joe Biden, he needs to answer questions of why he allowed his son to continue to receive millions of dollars from Burisma when he should have known it was a conflict of interest. If a Republican had been in that same situation, you would be all over all of us wanting to know why we're not calling these people as witnesses. So as much as I like Joe Biden, he has to answer for his time as the leader of anti-corruption efforts in the Ukraine.
Why would the manuscript have to be in a classified setting?
Apparently it's in a classified setting now. I'm just suggesting if it's in a classified setting now, let's look at it in that setting. This was Senator Langford's idea. It makes perfect sense to me. I don't know if it's achievable, but that would be a solution to the problem.
Senator, one more quick question. Voluntary choice by the White House, or would that be something the senators choice?
That's why I need to ask that question. About why in a classified setting? Because Schumer was calling it absurd. Like, they're all calling it absurd. Like, why?